Alright, what's going on guys? And today, I want to complain a little. Just a very little bit. But I want to complain a little bit about the Core Set 2019 Standard Showdown Packs. Now, if you've been watching my Spoils of Wars video, you've seen a little bit of this, but I've been complaining while opening these packs that they contain way too many cards from Kaladesh and Amonkhet. It just feels really bad. In my past video, I opened things like a Foil Hour of Devastation, a Torrential Gearhulk, a Metallic Mimic, and in the last video, I think my most valuable card that I opened was Anointed Procession from Amonkhet. So I've just been noticing that you get a lot of Kaladesh and Amonkhet cards, and it's kind of just, it's disappointing to get rewarded for playing Standard and getting cards that are going to be completely worthless and unplayable in like a month or two. It's frustrating. And I don't necessarily think that it's Wizards of the Coast's fault. I don't think they intentionally were like, hey, we're gonna put all these rotating cards in these packs so they'll be worthless in a few months. If you look at the Standard Showdown packs, without question, it does look like Wizards of the Coast was trying to reward people for playing Standard. I don't know if they've ever officially said anything. I haven't seen anything. I kind of looked around, but I couldn't find anything. I don't know if they have said that these cards are seeded with better, more valuable cards. Technically, they can't legally acknowledge the secondary market, but I don't know if they put quote-unquote tournament quality cards in them, but definitely, like, you get a lot of valuable stuff, like disproportionately high in the value of the cards that you open. I mean, every single pack that I've opened seems to have had at least one, like, $4 to $5 card at minimum, and you're constantly getting, the good dual lands. You're constantly getting, like I said, I got like Torrential Gearhulk, I got Anointed Procession. You get so much good stuff in them, like disproportionately high. So I do think Wizards of the Coast is trying to reward the players who do well in Standard or who, are invested in Standard. And I think that's good. That's fantastic. It makes it so worth it to go to a Standard Showdown when there's a chance to get one of these packs that very consistently have good competitive cards in it. It definitely makes me want to give my local gaming store $5 to go play Standard, because there's a chance I'll get one of these, and they're always very good. They're very consistently good. That's better for my local gaming store. It makes me feel rewarded, which makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. But it feels good. It feels good to spend $5, go play for a few hours, and get a pack with good stuff in it. It's nice. So I don't think this was malicious or anything. I just think it was an oversight. I mean, Core Set was probably being printed months and months and months before it was released, and it's probably also true for these Standard Showdown packs. So I think they just overlooked the fact that it would feel bad to open rotating cards in the months up to rotation, but yeah, it does feel bad. It feels bad to open a Torrential Gearhulk and be like, holy crap, this is one of the most expensive Standard cards from like a year ago that's now worth like $5, $6, and I can't play with it because it's going to rotate in a month. It doesn't feel good. I really hope in the future that Wizards of the Coast will keep rotation in mind when making these packs. I think that's the big issue. Wizards of the Coast didn't think about it. At least I hope that's the issue. I'm sure some people will be like, it's a conspiracy, but again, no, they were obviously putting valuable cards in these. And I'm sure there will also be people who will contradict this video and say, oh, you're just complaining because you want more valuable cards. No, look, they were putting valuable cards in it. Like, I'm not complaining about the value of the cards. They were putting valuable cards in it. I just don't think they took rotation into consideration. I absolutely think that was the issue, and I absolutely believe that Core Set 2019 should not have Kaladesh or Amonkhet cards in them, because they're going to contain valuable stuff anyway, and they've been containing valuable stuff since Ixalan. The value of the cards were always good. It's just that they feel a whole lot less good now that Standard is rotating to open rotating cards that are, just plummeting in value. So I don't intend this video to be like trashing Wizard of the Coast. I do just hope to encourage them to consider rotation a year from now. If the Standard Showdown packs are still going a year from now, I sincerely hope they are, because they're amazing. But assuming that Standard Showdown packs are still a thing with next year's rotation, I do hope they take rotation in mind and don't put, I guess it would be Dominaria, Corset, and Ixalan cards in those packs. And maybe if they see this video, or if, you know, enough people complain about it, maybe next year they'll consider taking out the rotating sets so that it will be better for the players. And I do think it's better for the players, by the way. Rotation is one of the worst aspects of Standard. If you ask anyone who doesn't like Standard, they hate rotation. And not only that, but it's also the time when people, like especially new players, either quit or stop showing up for a while. Because, you know, when you're a new player and you're building a deck, and, you know, you spend months and months and months building a deck, and then someone says, oh, by the way, your deck's not legal anymore. It's discouraging. And the best thing about the Standard Showdown packs, you know, I said it in my last Spoils of War video, the thing that you're really, really looking for in those Standard Showdown packs are cards to build your next deck with. And that's the best part about winning those, is that it encourages people to continue coming to Standard because they get pieces that make their decks better. And with rotation, that's even more important, because when people's entire decks are getting completely wiped out, like mine, I'm playing green-black Constrictor, so my deck it's done. There's nothing left. Green-black Constrictor is not a thing. It's going to be completely dead at rotation. So in my last pack opening, in my last Spoils of War, I opened Torrential Gearhulk and, what was the other one? Metallic Mimic. That's $13 worth of cards. If I would have opened instead like a Lyra Dawnbringer, or I don't know, something in that range of cards, you know, like just a couple other $5 to $10 cards from non-rotating sets, that could have been the seed that's like, well, hey, I've got these couple cards, I might as well keep playing Standard. Now, right now, I'll be completely honest, I'm not going to be playing Standard after rotation. My deck's rotating, and I'm not going to go out and spend $200 on a deck. I'm just not. I have a Modern deck. I'm going to be playing Modern for a while, maybe a month, maybe two, and I will probably get back into Standard eventually after I acquire more cards so that my deck will be cheaper. But the point is, if I was getting just a couple pieces, that would be like the tiniest little thing that would encourage me to continue playing Standard, just because I'd have a couple pieces. Even if it was just like $20 worth of like 2 or 3 cards in a single deck, like that wouldn't hurt my local gaming store really, because I would still have to buy basically an entire deck. But if you do that, if you're like planting seeds in people's hands, right? You've got an entire local gaming store. Imagine an entire local gaming store. There's like 30 people in there, but like half of them don't have a Standard deck after rotation, and they're like, you know, I don't know if I want to go out and buy an entire new deck. If those 15 people just, you know, opened 4 or 5 Standard Showdown packs a piece over 3 months. There's 3 months of Core Set 2019 packs. So let's just say each of them get, you know, 3 or 4 packs a piece, and they all get like 1 or 2 really, really good cards that, you know, basically build an entire deck. That's the seed, as I keep saying. That's the seed where they're like, oh hey, I have this card now though. Maybe I will keep playing Standard. I mean, I have this. I just need to buy, you know, some bulk. Maybe I buy another 1 or 2 of these really good cards that I just opened. It reduces the cost, and it keeps people from leaving at rotation. Whereas opening a Torrential Gearhulk, well, that doesn't exactly keep people around. So yeah, I'm not criticizing Wizards of the Coast. I just think it was an oversight, and I think it would be better in the future if they consider rotation with their Standard Showdown packs. I think it would be better for the game. I think it would be better for the players. I think it would be better for FNM attendance or Standard Showdown attendance to, you know, just kind of plant those seeds and just get a tiny, small amount of those valuable cards in the hands of players. You know, not a lot, not enough to hurt the secondary market, not enough to destroy the value of those cards. Again, they've been printing good cards in those packs for a while now, and it's been fine. But just get those pieces out into their hands, and opening the rotating cards just doesn't do it. Hopefully, they consider that with the next year's rotation. But anyway, that's all I have to say about it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.